Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to make the Google Magic Cat Academy game on Scratch. So first we'll get this intro. So just like the original game, we need to draw the shapes and defeat the ghost. So since this is made on Scratch, so I just added lines. And this is the boss. So okay, you won. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is open the starter project, and first let's go to the intro. So for that, click on opening, and when green flag clicked, we need to show, and then we need to start music too, and then we need to switch costume to our first costume, and then we need to repeat 237 times next costume, and we need to add a small delay. So for that we need to wait 0.099 seconds, and then we need to stop all sounds, hide, and broadcast start. So let's broadcast a new message called start. And now let's hide some sprites, the thumbnail, the end. So now you can see we got the opening, and click on stage, and when green flag click, we need to switch backdrop to backdrop 1, which is the black one. So now our intro works. So next I'll be showing you how to code our text, the ready set draw text. So when green flag clicked, we need to go to x negative 228, y negative 4, and we need to hide. And when I receive start, we need to show, set our ghost effect to 5, and we need to glide 1 second to negative 75 and y4, and then we need to wait 1 second, duplicate, and change this to negative 228 and negative 4, and then we need to hide. And now you can see we got that text, and click on stage, and when I receive start, we need to switch backdrop to backdrop 2, which is this. So now I'll be showing you how to code Momo. So click on the Momo sprite, and we got an animation costumes. So when green flag click, we need to hide, and when I receive start, we need to go to x negative 2 and y 91, and we need to set size to 100, and let's make a variable called health for all sprites, and we need to set health to 5, and then we need to show, and we need to forever wait 0.0001 seconds, and next costume. So now you can see this really nice Momo animation, and then just duplicate and grab a if statement and an O. So if our health is equal to or lesser than 0, so if health equals 0 or lesser than 0, then we need to stop other script, and then we need to broadcast a new message called lost and stop the script. So now let's code the pen. So for that we got a blank sprite called pen, and to do this we will be using the pen extension. So click on add extension and choose pen, and you get this new set of blocks. So when green flag click, we need to first erase all of them, and whenever you start, grab a forever if mouse down. We need to wait until not mouse down, duplicate, and we need to start sound spell, wait 0.2 seconds and erase. So this code will erase what we have drawn every time. So now let's take our pen down. So whenever you start, we need to set our pen size to 10 and set pen color to white. And then go forever. We need to go to mouse pointer and grab the if else statement. So if mouse down, then we need to set our pen to down, else pen up. So now let's make some variables. So the first variable is shape, then mouse, mouse x1 and mouse x2, mouse y1 and mouse y2, and make another variable called different. And for now we'll keep then unhide and duplicate this. Keep it blank, and we need to set shape to nothing, our mouse x1 and our mouse y1 to 0, as well as our mouse x2 and mouse y2. Then duplicate, and we need to wait until mouse down. So every time we had drawn, it would just reset all of these variables by default. And now whenever you start, we need to forever grab the if statement. If mouse down, we need to set our mouse x1 variable to our x, mouse x, and our mouse y1 to our mouse y. And then we need to wait until not mouse down, duplicate, and then change this to mouse x2 and mouse y2, and remove this block. And now we need to set our difference to grab a minus and a minus and a divide. So minus minus, So it's mouse x1, mouse x2, so mouse y1 and mouse y2, and now you can see we get our mouse x values and our mouse y values as well as the difference. So now using these values, let's check what shape we have drawn. So it could be a vertical line or horizontal line or one of the diagonal lines. So to do that, go to this code and grab if statement. So grab and we'll be using the greater than and the lesser than block. So if difference is greater than negative 0.2 and is lesser than 0.2, and then we need to set our shape to a horizontal line and duplicate and just remove this. So if ABS of difference is greater than 3, then it's a vertical line and duplicate. So 0.21 and then 2, then the shape is the diagonal line to the left, so it's the opposite side, so you just need to switch. So if difference is greater than negative 2 and if difference is lesser than negative 0.21, then it's a diagonal line to the right. And if it's not any of these, grab a knot. And it's not any of those, then we need to set shape to none. So okay, now let's check whether it detects the line drawn. So now you can see it detects it's a vertical line. So to show that, I'll remove this. So now you can see it detects that the line drawn was a vertical one, and now it says horizontal and the diagonal works. So now I'll be showing you how to code the ghost. So click on the pen sprite and let's just hide all of these variables because we don't need to show them. And now click on ghost 1 shapes. So it's the shapes we need to draw to destroy the ghost. So when green flag click, always we need to hide, and when I receive start, so click on when I receive start, we need to forever grab if statement. So if equal shape equal, so let's make a list to store our shapes. So make a list called ghost 1 shapes for all sprites, and let's add some. So when I receive start, we need to hide and click on variables, and we need to delete all of ghost 1 shapes, and then we need to duplicate and make another one called possible shapes. So this list has all the possible shapes, and then we need to add horizontal line, the vertical line, and the diagonal lines. And then let's make a block called set shapes. And make sure you tick run without screen refresh. And then we need to set shapes. And then we need to wait 1 second and forever we need to draw shapes. So for that, click on make a block and make a block called draw shapes, and tick run with a screen refresh, draw shapes. And now when define set shapes, we need to repeat pick random from 2 to 6, so the minimum number of shapes is 2 and the maximum is 6. So you could just change these values. And we need to add item so we need to add to ghost 1 shapes item of possible shapes. So since we have only just 4 shapes, we need to pick random from 1 to 4. And now let's define this draw shapes block. So draw shapes, so since this is for the ghost 1, we need to go to ghost 1. And then we need to change our X by round and a minus times and a divide. So it's the length of ghost 1 shapes times 20 divided by 2. We change it X, so it just changed the X. And then we need to make a variable called hashtag for all sprites. And then we need to set hashtag to 0. And we need to broadcast a new message called delete ghost 1 shapes. Or we could just call it delete shape 1. And then we need to repeat length of ghost 1 shape. We need to change our hashtag by 1, and then we need to switch costume to item of ghost 1 shapes and just grab this hashtag. And then we need to create clone of myself. And now we need to change our X by 20. So now go for this block. So if shape equals item 1 of ghost 1 shapes, then we need to delete 1 of ghost 1 shapes. And then we need to wait until not shape equals item of ghost 1 shapes. So every time we draw a correct shape, it would delete that shape and it will wait until it's correct. And when I start as a clone, we need to show. When I receive delete 1 shape, we need to delete this clone. So the ghost shapes won't work without the ghost. So let's code the ghost. So click on ghost 1. So we got 2 costumes, the normal and the dead. And on every sprite, when green flag click, we need to hide. And when I receive start, so a new message called start ghost 1. Then we need to hide. Grab if and then make a variable called time. So for this sprite only, so this is a variable that how fast the ghost should move. So if time is lesser than 4, then we need to change our time by -0.5. Switch costume to ghost 8, which is the normal one, and set our rotational style to left right, point in direction 90 degrees, go to random position, set Y to -200 so it appears from the bottom, and we need to wait pick random from -0.5 to 1.5. Then we need to show, and we need to glide time seconds to Momo, and again grab when I receive start goes to one block. We need to clear graphic effects, weight 0.2, and if forever equals, so if the length of ghost 1 shape equals 0, and then we need to start sound defeat and stop other scripts in this sprite, and switch costume to ghost C, repeat 10, and we need to change our ghost effect by 10 so it would disappear. And then let's make a variable called ghost defeated. We need to change ghost defeated by 1, and then we need to broadcast start ghost 1 and stop this script. And now when I receive start, at the very beginning we need to wait 3 seconds, and we need to start ghost 1. We need to broadcast start ghost 1, and we need to set time to 8.5. And then when I receive start ghost, so let's make a scope. So let's make a variable called length 1 and a variable called scope. And when I receive start ghost 1, we need to set length 1 to, let's just wait 0.1 second, to length of ghost 1 shapes, and then we need to change our scope by times 100, so length 1 times 100. And when I receive start ghost 1, we need to forever if distance to Momo is lesser than 20, so grab this, distance to Momo is lesser than 20, we need to start sound defeat, and we need to change health by -1, hide and start ghost 1. And then we need to stop this script. So click on ghost 1 shape and change this to when I receive start to when I receive start ghost, and change this all to ghost 1 shapes to possible shapes. This should be on possible shapes. So okay, now let's test our game. So you can see our intro. And we got the text and Momo. And I can see we got a ghost with the shape, and if you draw the shape, our ghost dies. So just like the real game. So that's it for today's video. So in part 2, I'll be showing you how to code Ghost 2, the boss, the text thumbnail, and how to add some music. So if you like this video or learn something new, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to get more of this on this channel, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you won't miss any of the videos. And if you find this video useful or interesting, make sure to share it with your friends. So see you with another awesome Scratch tutorial.